What's up, Internet? Rich Maliki here, back for another Tip Tuesday. And this Tip Tuesday, we're calling it the Motherload. I'm here with Dan Dibeler from K&D Factory Service, Pennsylvania, on lock. Dan, we just talked a little bit about some of these things. Let's give the people some information that they could take with them to help themselves, their customers. Number one, fat down drains.
Yeah, so when you have your combi unit or your steamer, there's a drain at the bottom. That drain is designed to let the water out that condensates from the steam functions of either the steamer or the combi unit. It's not designed to drain the fat that's in the pan. What we see a lot of times, we go out, they're having drain line problems, the unit's shutting down because they can't drain the water out,
Yes.
is that whoever the cook or the chef that's pulling out the pan of chicken, he sees the drain there, the pan, all the fat and juice from the chicken is in the pan, and they're like, oh, I can just dump it right down that drain.
Yeah.
That drain is not built for fat or anything. That drain is specifically designed to handle the water that's being cycled through the machine. So you want to train your staff, whoever's using those units, to not do that. That creates huge maintenance problems and ultimately expensive bills by simply taking the pan, which looks like, oh, I can just pour it down the drain. And we've seen so many problems come from that, where it was simply involved as whoever was pulling whatever they were cooking out would drain the excess liquid out of the pan right down that drain, but you can't do that.
We have another one, filters. Dan has some customers on auto ship, subscription kind of service, right? We're sending these filters out because water filtration is huge. Dan, tell the internet what your end user customers are doing with these filters.
So we have a program where we can figure out how often you need to change your filters and pretty much put you on a subscription service. So we'll just ship you the filters and send you the invoice for the filters, so you don't have to think about how many filters do I have in stock to reorder. We have a lot of customers like that. We were out at a customer's location one time, and they had an issue generated by some water quality. And when we go and pull the filter out, it looked like it hadn't been changed for over a year. The technician asked him, well, we know you're on a filter subscription, and the customer points to his warehouse, just boxes of filters. So they were supposed to be changing the filter pretty much once a month on 5 different units, and they hadn't changed the filters since they started. So A, they're paying for the filters, but they're not using them. And it didn't prevent what it was supposed to. So we still had to come out and maintain the equipment because of the lack of changing the filter. So when you get filters, make sure not only that you're getting them,
You got to be proactive.
but whoever's on your staff is changing them.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to change them, all our companies are more than happy to set you up on planned maintenance agreements where we can come out and change the filters for you, make sure we're cleaning coils, deliming equipment, anything that you want to make sure is have done, we can offer that service.
Absolutely.
But if you're just buying the filters, make sure you're changing them.
Customer calls up and says, my whole line is down.
What
Someone turn the gas off.
somebody turn the gas off. Or what we're finding is a lot of calls now, the new fad, I hate using the word fad, but the new fad in restaurants is they're moving into these great old buildings, an old factory or an old warehouse or an old mill. The problem is, if you're a restaurateur and you're going and looking for a location, these look like great, because it creates great ambiance, it creates a cool atmosphere to eat in. But when you go into this building, before you decide on that as your building, you want to check the gas lines. Because what we're finding is that our customers are moving into these buildings, they're putting 2 million BTUs on a gas line. We're using, for that manifold, a 1 3/4, 2-inch gas pipe. What we're finding out is nobody ever checked the incoming lines. So the main line into the building, if it's only an inch, it doesn't matter if I put 2-inch gas line on the manifold, it's only coming in. You're not going to have the proper water column out to the end.
Exactly.
So before you decide on a building that you might want to move your restaurant into, check the gas lines, make sure it has proper inflow.
Yes.
And if not, negotiate that into, I'm not saying walk away from the building, but make sure you have that so you can negotiate that into your lease or your purchase, that you'll have a proper gas line. So if you want to put 1 million BTUs, 2 million, 3 million, how many ever BTUs you want on that gas cook line, that you have the incoming service to allow for that. And it's becoming more common as more of these older buildings are being used for restaurants.
Absolutely. Yeah, you see them pop up everywhere. So some more nuisance calls. Sometimes it's improper installation. Sometimes it's improper maintenance. I mean, we have to, as service companies, understand, we're in business, so your warranty doesn't cover everything. So I think a tip for everybody out there is know your warranty. I mean, we see that. How many times do we run into these calls and it just doesn't fall under a defect to the unit? It's user error, it's user abuse, it's improper install from someone who shouldn't have been touching it.
Yeah, know what your warranty covers when you're buying the equipment from the manufacturer. Know how long it is. One of the what I like to call fake warranties in the industry is on fryers. A fry pot warranty, where they're saying the equipment they're going to cover a year parts and labor, but your fry pot covers 5 years, 10 years, lifetime. But what they don't tell you is that just covers the fry pot.
Right.
It's great. So you get a free fry pot. We still have to come in and replace it. The labor to do that is not covered.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
And it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So the labor to do that is almost more than it would be to buy a new fryer anyway. Hate to say this, manufacturers aren't going to like hearing it, but a fry pot warranty is basically a worthless add-on. It's like that old Tommy Boy saying, I can put guaranteed on a box. And
I puts a fancy guarantee in a box because he wants you to feel all warm and toasty inside. Hey, if you want me to take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed, I will.
Tommy Boy reference, cut to it.
Shut up, Richard.
yeah, so know what the warranty covers. Most of the time, not the servicer's fault that it's not covered under warranty.
No.
And most of the time, the servicer doesn't have leverage with the manufacturer to get it covered.
We're not the judge and the jury. We're just a service company trying to get you up and running and, keep everybody happy. What else we got?
When you have a fryer bank or a couple pieces of equipment, don't wait till the last one goes down to call us on Friday night. Our guys, though we like to be on the spot responsive, response times are tough.
Yeah, and they
we
vary.
want to get you up and running. Don't wait till that last second or that last piece of equipment goes down. If you have a 4-fryer bank, don't wait till the fourth one goes out to give us a call on a Friday night. It's not going to be good for you in the long run.
No, that's a major reactive service call.
Call us when the first one comes down, that it's not an emergency call. Then we may not need to be out there today to get it fixed, but we can put it on a schedule, so maybe 4 days out, we'll get that one fixed. So you're running on your 3 fryers,
Yeah.
and we get that fourth one fixed for you.
Yeah.
On a time that's convenient to you.
And when you're there for when they're there for that and they're running this, I mean, they might find issues with the other ones while they're there. So I mean, we could probably alleviate these things if we see them early on instead of, like you said, waiting until the last minute.
More warranty tips. So when your equipment's about to come out of warranty, contact your ASA. Let them know, hey, I think my unit's coming out of warranty.
Yes.
Can you come out and check it over and make sure that everything's running right before it does come out of warranty?
Yes.
No, it's not going to be a free service. What we like to do is we like to do that ahead of time. So 1, 2, 3 months before it comes out of warranty, we'll come out there for a nominal fee, do a PM on that equipment, make sure it is running right. Now, if we find a warranty issue, we're going to bill that warranty issue back to your manufacturer. If we don't find a warranty issue, we're going to give you that nominal fee, but it's going to give you, nothing's worse than the unit's 1, 2 months out of warranty and something happens that really probably was a warranty issue, but we waited till after it came out of warranty.
Yeah.
We would like to find those things before it actually does come out of warranty to save the customer the expense.
If you know you're getting a piece of equipment and maybe you're a key account with Dan and you know that double stack combi's coming, or you know the steamer's coming, or the banker fryer's coming, don't call us the day it arrives and say, I need you to install this tomorrow. How about we communicate that to us. Hey, listen, I just ordered new banker fryers. It's due in 3 weeks. Can you put me on the schedule to install it on its own? Boom. This way, because installations can't happen on the fly. Again, we have guys scheduled out on the dispatch boards, ready to go day in and day out. We can't just fit and install it. It has to be done right. And it'll give us time to maybe come and swing in and do a quick site survey to make sure that everything is going to be proper if we have the information.
Or we may be able to talk to the dealer and the manufacturer. And in our case, most of the time we'd rather have it shipped to us, where we can uncrate it, set it up, have
Check
it
for freight
ready,
damage.
and have it ready for the installation from our installation team, versus showing up and it's sitting on your loading dock.
Yes.
That makes an installation actually harder for us sometimes, where we're not set up, because we can have it set up uncrated, ready to be put on our lifts, ready to move it in, versus now having it uncrated on your dock where we're working in less than ideal environment.
We gave you a ton of tips. I think we'll stop here.
Okay.
We're exhausted. All right, we're done. We're going to get lunch. We have no time for any more tips. Go hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share. As always, 2019, a video a day. I will see you on the next one.